Hey everybody, Steven here, and today looking at the Flexispot E6B paired with their bamboo. This is either 71 or 72 by 30. It is a very large desk. I also have the WPM02B treadmill to go with this, which is awesome. My wife is very excited about that. I previously had an L desk in here. It was a stand-up desk. Initially, I really liked that and used it for about the past maybe 6 to 12 months. And what I noticed in that time period is the angle in the middle. Like, you just can't really rest your elbows on that. It wasn't comfortable for me. So although I had a lot of desk space, it had some kind of like pull out drawers with it. I wanted to go back to something that was just straight, but I need a lot of room with this. So this is actually going to fill this whole back area here. I should have plenty of space with this. Really excited again about that treadmill because now it's so large I can actually have my gaming PC on one side and then my wife's work computer. We're going to set her up with a monitor and this on the other side. And there's enough room. I'm not going to have to worry about trying to get this out of the way or moving it. We're just going to have it set up so essentially it's a dual setup because of the length that this has. So I'm going to get this thing set up and then we're going to talk about all the features that this has as well as the treadmill that I have here. So let's go ahead and get into the build process now.
So this took me roughly 25 minutes to get set up. That doesn't account for actually figuring out where I was going to put everything, because that actually took a little bit longer because setup wise, I'm trying to fit a lot on this desk. Didn't quite know where everything was going to go. And although I have it set up the way I want right now, that may change in the future, but there is plenty of space on this thing to mix it up, change it up, and have different configurations and setups for my needs. Now for the technical specifications, this is going to be a steel base with dual motors that operates under 50 decibels, and this can handle up to 330 pounds, which is a lot more than most stand-up desks. The minimum height this can go to is 24.4 inches, and the max is 50 inches for 25.6 inches of total height adjustment. The cool part here is this comes in a wide range of options in terms of the desk top material and size. The sizes here range from 48 to 78 inches long and 24 to 30 inches wide. You also have the option for black or white for the base, or to put wheels on this, which made moving this into place so much easier. For my desktop, I have the Bamboo 71 by 30, and it came with pre-drilled holes for the frame and the controller. The instructions this comes with are really easy to follow, and you'll get spare parts just in case you need them down the road. You also get cable holders for under the desk, a roll of cable organizing Velcro, a cable cord holder for the top of your desk, and extra rubber spacers which are used between the desk frame and desk top. Now, cable management is always a struggle for me. Here you don't get any cable management tray, but Flexispot does make them. I had an extra one lying around. I did screw that into the bottom here. I would recommend, if you're going to do that, pilot the holes before you screw it in. I just was like, I'll just screw this in, and I don't know if it's just the bamboo one or if this would apply to all the different top options that you have, but here it just easily strips that. So you have to go in really slow and do it, or like I said, I would recommend just piloting that hole and making it easier. For right now, this is working for me, but down the road, I may switch over to Flexispot's own cable management tray. I have the cable management sleeves that I use as well, but I have so many cables going in different directions. I am going to look at the different solution options that are available. I may slowly switch this up because I am running my PC on one end. I have the Ethernet cable on the other end. I'm using that treadmill. I have my wife's set up on one side, mine on the other. There's just a lot of cables going on, and I want to try to organize those in a way that, one, they're not just loosely hanging everywhere, but also it's easy if I need to swap components out, peripherals, things like that, and it doesn't become a big deal where I have to pull a cable through a cable management tray and then a cable management sleeve and whatever other apparatus I may be using just to hide the cables. And all this just to say, please don't judge me too harshly on the current look of where the cables are. I am in the process of trying to figure out what the best options are for me. Next, we have the controller, which has the up-down buttons, 4 preset buttons, and the memory function. A lot of stand-up desks have shifted over to just having 2 preset buttons, so having 4 here is nice because my wife gets 2 and then I get 2, so we're covered. The controller is backlit and there is a display that will pop up showing your current height of the desk in inches. So the big draws here are going to be the large amount of options Flexispot offers for the desktops that you can choose from, both in terms of the size and finish, as well as the great performance from the dual motors, which offer the larger weight capacity while still being quiet. I would make sure you know how you plan on managing your cables before getting this and look into the various products Flexispot offers for that. Also, you may want to consider how you're going to have your headset on here or any miscellaneous items that may be on the top of the desk, which another product Flexispot offers is a mountable drawer underneath the desk. So I think that's another draw of a desk like this, which is you can customize this as you see fit, and Flexispot has those products. If you want to mount that drawer underneath, you can, and you could put it on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. You can put the cable management trays on the back. You can put a headset holder. You can put a USB charging station on the bottom of this if you wanted to. There's just a lot that you can do here, where if you have one that's already set up, there's not much that you can change. And with this, everything feels premium and looks great. And this is all coming in at a very competitive price point. So I do think they have a very nice setup in terms of their E6 stand-up desk. Looking at the walking pad, this is 46.2 inches long, 20.5 inches wide, and 4.3 inches thick. It has a 5-layer anti-slip running belt on this, and it can handle up to 265 pounds. This can go up to 4 miles per hour and has a 0.65 horsepower motor in it. It comes with a nice remote that you can use to control it, and this has an LED screen towards the top right hand side that shows the time, distance, speed, and calories. It's really low profile, so you could store this underneath your couch or your bed, or if you have a larger desk like we now have, you could actually just leave this on one side of the desk, so you have a sitting/standing side, and then you have that treadmill side. This does have wheels on the front of it, so it is easy to move around. And this is meant for a more firm surface or just lower height carpet, so do keep that in mind. Our carpet is kind of like a medium height, and I would say it's probably the tallest that you could have your carpet before it's just rubbing on the belt the whole time, and then that's just going to create friction, potentially harm the carpet, or build up a lot of static electricity. So again, just keep that in mind. Now with this capping out at the 4 miles per hour, this is really meant to just be walked on. This is not one that you're going to run on. And with its smaller size, you wouldn't want to run on this anyway. So this is for you're in a meeting or just working on the computer or whatever it is that you're doing at the desk, and you can walk at a moderate pace and just keep that movement going instead of just sitting in your chair the whole time, whether you have your office at home or if you have enough room and it is allowed at your workplace. I could see this being a nice addition there as well, because I know for my wife, that's one of the things. She's like, hey, I've been sitting at work this whole time. So when she gets home, she wants to hop on the treadmill and go for a long walk just to get some movement in. So now at the house, if she is working from home, she has that option. She doesn't have to separate those two things. She can do them at the same time. Well, that's going to be it for this one. Flexispot has an awesome stand-up desk lineup on their hands, as well as a really cool walking pad. And this has made our setup in the bedroom so much more user-friendly for my wife when she needs to work from home, and for myself when I want to just hang out downstairs in the bedroom and game instead of doing it in my office. Now, I'm going to have a link for both of these in the description if you want to pick these up. If you have any questions about these that I didn't answer in this video, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button for me as it helps the channel out. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me, and I'll see you in the next video.